We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Caught by his back. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They send a man in motion. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they make the tackle at the 38.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's going to throw this one. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Once again, Irving. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Robinson on the inside give. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Jukes one defender. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Penix working from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 22. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 48. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete to Dell. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 16. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On first down, here's Penix. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slam. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons take a second-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Finds his back complete. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Penix on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole...
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons. In trouble. It's 3rd and real long here. Penix now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Looking right, and he finds him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. And that timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Connects with the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. And the man is there to knock that away.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a heartless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw now. He's on the move. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Penix now on first down. This one quickly to Dell. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Penix working from the gun. Dell's got it near the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Penix looking to pass. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He can't hang on to the pass. And we'll see what they do here on second down. And again, it's Penix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Penix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Penix here from the gun. That one's complete to London. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Offense to the line for second down. From the shotgun, Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. Still fighting forward. Bijan Robinson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a
free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Escapes a defender. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Man in motion here. On 1st down, here's Penix. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Penix now to throw. Cut out left. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Play action. Here's Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta! They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. will come out throwing. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Second and 1. Completed to his running back. Dukes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Pass play on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there, but you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motioning him from the slot right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb in quarterbacks? When we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie this game up. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Moving quickly quickly, trying to get set again. Penix on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. This game's still tied after 3, so we're going to decide things here in the 4th quarter. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Forced out to his right. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He tries to sneak it, and not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They bring their tight end left. Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Back now, pressure on its way. Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where we come down to a play or two and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now the give for Bijan. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Here's the give to Irving. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing from the gun here. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They call it 5 yards there. It's going to be 4th and 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bijan. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down give to Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons leading by 7. They'll send out the punting unit. And they could elect to just take the safety here. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Finds a seam down the middle. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll look to throw it. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
On the give, this is Irving. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Falcons are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I'll tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. One final shot here. This is for the ball game.